Okay, so here's a quick little tutorial on how to put a spey collar hackle on a spey fly. So first thing you're going to do is prep your spey feather, and I'll do another short little clip there in a few minutes to show you how you prep, but this is the desired effect you want on your spey feather. So you want to take all the fibers and stroke those fibers to the rear. Now once the fibers have been stroked to the rear, the wedge or your inverted V is going to be your tying point. So you tie in your spey hackle on the side closest to you, and I'll shift the vise to show you what it looks like once it's been tied in. Just make sure it's well secured, and I'll rotate the vise here so you can see how it is. So it is tied just on the far side in line with the shank. Then what I'm going to do is I like to just turn my hackle with a pair of hackle pliers. So I'm going to come and I'm going to grab the stem with the hackle pliers, and I'm just going to turn it so come and strike the feathers to the rear. So should I say the individual fibers, I'll stroke everything to the rear. And once again, that's just to get a rough alignment, because I'll be holding these fibers on every turn or every half turn I'm going to be making. So once I'm satisfied with these feathers being towards the rear, I'm just going to pinch, and I'm going to go for a half turn without letting go my pinch. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to repeat that same operation. I'm going to keep the small amount of pressure on the hackle pliers, stroke the fibers, hold them in place, and go up for a half turn. As you can see, it's already starting to take shape. I'll stroke my fibers to the rear again, just hold them in place, and go ahead with another half turn. Okay, keep the pressure on the hackle pliers. Once again, stroke to the rear, hold in place, and come back half a turn up. Stroke. Turn. And we'll go for one last turn. Stroke to the rear, hold, and come up. And now that we're done, all that's left to do is to secure this hackle in place. So I'll come to the base, and just for a more secure tie, I'll just pluck the small fibers that are in my way. I'm satisfied with the lay. I'm going to come in with my thread, and I'm just going to give it a couple of turns just to lock everything in place. Satisfied with this here, I'll just rotate the vise, come in with my scissors, and cut the stem of the hackle, and I'll cut just the very tip of my spey feather that I put in. Now, the last thing I do to secure my hackle on the fly, to make sure that it gives me a good secure bond, these feathers being very soft and very fragile, I'm going to come and I'm going to hold everything to the rear, and I'm going to come back with my thread and just give it a couple of turns right in behind the stem, which is just going to bond everything together. It's going to help the feather, or should I say the individual fibers, come down on the wing. And this is just as simple as that. So 3-4 turns, depending how much volume you want. And thank you very much.